I started, this field of research since year 2000. So when I joined actually Charlie Sarhan's lab in Boston, so I actually started to search for the new lipid mediator derived from omega-3s, and the first one was resolving E1. So since then, after I came back to Japan, so we actually try to not only resolving E1 but also the broad to do that, so lipidomics more broadly and also quantitatively. So now we actually monitor not only resolvins but also their precursors, and also different type of resolvin series. So which now it's called SPM. Yeah. So these days actually we by using the omega-3 enriched animal called FAT1 transgenic mouse, and try to find out which metabolite or metabolic pathway or enzyme is responsible for the omega-3's anti-inflammatory or pro-resolving properties. I think it's a matter of definition of terminology. SPM, specialized pro-resolving mediators. So as I said, so those lipid mediators from omega-3s, it's not only a single molecule, it's a kind of a cascade. So starting from, for example, 18-hep derived from EPA, and 18-hep is further converted to resolving E1 or E2 or E3. So if we include those series of mediators, that's what we call SPMs. So that helps to support the promote the resolution and also tissue protection and keep them healthy. So as I said, so SPM is a cascade of the metabolites, which actually rate limiting enzymes are involved in each pathway, each steps. And for example, some people like even though they take EPA, but if they cannot convert efficiently to 18-hep or those resolving pathway products, then it might be not enough by giving omega-3 fatty acid to them. Or rather, it might be better to give those precursors like 18-hep or those metabolites. So that's how we can tell who need to take SPM instead of omega-3. So it's a kind of what we call them is like a high functional omega-3 fatty acids. Yeah. First of all, we mainly study the animal models, not in human. Okay, and in case of animal, for example, mouse, so those omega-3 enriched diet or omega-3 enhanced animal are kind of protected from many chronic diseases. So in our case, we actually published in 2014 that omega-3 enriched body are protected from cardiac remodeling. So after the high blood pressure, usually mice develop tissue fibrosis in cardiac tissue, and then become heart failure. But enhanced omega-3 actually kind of protect those heart tissue from the high pressure stress. And in that case, one of the EPA metabolite called 18-hep is a kind of critical role. So it's endogenously produced locally in chronic inflammatory sites, and also if we provide exogenously it inhibit, actually it can actually protect heart tissue from developing fibrosis. So those kind of phenotypes are also observed for many different chronic inflammatory models from different labs from all over the world. Yeah. In case of human, so there are many epidemiological studies. So the famous one is a Japanese one called Hisayama study at Kyushu University. So they describe that people who has a higher ratio of EPA versus arachidonic acid has a reduced risk for cardiovascular diseases after 5 years or 10 years. Okay, so cardiovascular disease is one of the most prominent target for omega-3 therapy. And as I said, so we try to understand the mechanism how omega-3 works to protect cardiovascular diseases. So, and that's how we develop an animal model. And as I said, so 18-hip, one of the SPM, is protective against the cardiovascular risk. So I think the best actual indication or target for human therapeutics would be cardiovascular diseases. But again, so in animal model, we do see not only cardiovascular diseases, but other phenotypes as well, like colitis or pneumonia or many different type of disease phenotypes. So that might be also, if we understand the mechanism, how it works, or which component of SPM is important, then we might be able to develop into the human. It has to be kind of personalized. So as I said, SPM is the rate limiting enzyme to convert omega-3 to SPMs is important. And I think the expression level and also the activity is different between people and people, of human person. So if the person has a high activity to convert EPA or DHA into SPMs, they might not need it much level. But if not, or in case of, for example, diabetes or those background pathology, so you might need more exogenous SPMs instead of EPA or DHA to enhance your pro-resolving property or activity. Yeah, so I think it depends on how metabolic function is works. And actually, so we actually are working on enzymes, as I said. Yeah, so try to identify which enzyme is critical to convert omega-3s into SPMs. And we got actually several candidates already. And actually, two of my students are presenting a poster. And we made a kind of knockout mouse and try to, and they actually develop spontaneous dermatitis and also, the NAFLD or NASH. So if we provide NASH model, then those mouse who doesn't have the enzyme, they cannot synthesize enough amount of SPMs from DHA or EPA, and the phenotype become worse. So So once we find those, critical enzymes, then that will be a good, measure to know who needs more SPM or who. After you take, for example, omega-3 and draw blood and measure 18 HEAP or 17 hydroxy-DHA, those, major precursors of the SPM cascades. So by doing that, you see, the high responder or responder. So in terms of, conversion.